Welcome to Bio-Folktale Hub, where biology is not just learned, but experienced through stories. Today's story is titled, The Secret Journey of Pollen, a story that reveals the hidden process that makes life in plants possible.
Before every discovery comes observation. A group of curious minds gather around a simple flower. They look closely, they begin to wonder. What is this powder on the flower? Why are the petals so bright? Could this flower be hiding something important?
And just like that, curiosity is born.
Our story begins in a world we often overlook. A world hidden inside flowers.
A world where tiny grains carry the future of life.
Inside every flower lies a special design. The anther produces pollen, and the stigma waits ready to receive it.
Now, the mystery begins to unfold. Pollination is the transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma of a flower. A small movement with a powerful purpose.
Self-pollination, also called autogamy, is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower.
Cross-pollination is the transfer of pollen from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower.
But pollen cannot move alone. It needs helpers, the wind, insects, and birds. These are the agents of pollination.
Bright colors, sweet scents. They attract insects, who carry pollen unknowingly.
Not all flowers rely on beauty. Some depend on the wind. Now let's look at the conditions that make self-pollination possible.
Number 1 is homogamy. This is when both the anther and stigma of a bisexual flower mature at the same time.
Number 2 is cleistogamy. This is when the flower never opens. When structures are very close, self-pollination happens easily. There are certain conditions which allows cross-pollination to take place. These are:
cross-pollination happens when male and female reproductive parts occur in different flowers, that is, the flowers are unisexual. If the plant is dioecious, then the male and female flower occur on different plants of the same species.
Second condition is dichogamy. This the maturation of the anther and stigma of a bisexual flower at different times. It occurs in two ways.
Protandry, the ripening of stamen before the stigma does. Flowers of this nature are said to be protandrous. Protogeny is the ripening of the stigma before the stamens. Flowers of this nature are said to be protogynous, e.g., grasses, Dutch marspipe. In some plants, something unusual happens. Even when pollen lands on the stigma, the flower refuses to accept its own pollen. The pollen does not grow. No pollen tube is formed. This condition is called self-sterility.
It means the plant cannot fertilize itself and must receive pollen from another plant to complete reproduction.
For cross-pollination to occur, pollen must travel from one plant to another plant of the same species.
But pollen cannot move on its own. It needs carriers. These carriers are called agents of pollination.
When an insect visits a flower, pollen sticks to its body. As it moves to another flower, it transfers that pollen to the stigma.
In the same way, the wind can carry light pollen over long distances and deposit it on another flower.
These agents make cross-pollination possible. Other agents of pollination are water and man.